put down that make it really hard.
Okay,
for
MIBR on
the
defense, Loud on attack, and double sheriff. Double sheriff top of mid, looking for some body shots.
Set towards getting mid control early on. Door closed.
MIBR looks like they want to fight through this smoke and at least cut off that area.
A little weird to just chill in the smoke.
MIBR have
I feel like a lot of people spam it, but
can threaten stepping down, so that would isolate a player if they were to walk down.
What is the timing like on this? Only one person. Oh my god, he hit the other guy through him as well.
That is nice. Him and Osboss gonna slowly shy back from the lines, happy with the numbers advantage they've managed.
Smoke goes up to threaten a lurk back.
For pistols at the moment, first map was a 2-0.
There's still 2 players holding on to the space.
Well, I've included that also. It's a great shot, man. It's a great reply. He did tank a body shot.
Not a care in the world. Steps in there. Now the rest of Ladder ready to pop out from behind this tripwire. Just going to call back those 2 slower players into main before they move
4v4
on.
retake. Shannon still has Omen Flash. That's the main bit of Uto.
Paranoia is the tool to win this round for MIBR. Osboss will be able to slide in, follow that one up, but this is a Loud that is looking to fight deeper, have that stun ready to go, maybe rip into CT once they hear noise.
That was the adjustment we saw with Loud towards the end of the half on Icebox. They wanted to start playing much more forward
push over towards
in the
spawn.
post here. They've got a fault line held out.
Wait, where are they going? Clearing over towards middle? They were really on top of the fact there might be a lurk here. I mean, Luke did show that.
See if there's a lurk going down. Archin just holding.
There's no way.
But pretty soon, MIBR are going to have to do something.
Little lag, that's it. Yeah, no, they're...
I mean, surely it's got to come. This fault line doesn't connect. The flash does force the turn.
He did great though. He did really good. It's a solid plant for this crossfire though.
MIBR. The smoke protects the spike, but
Luke shows this next to him. Luke shows one of them.
Silent assassin. And by the time he falls, it is too little, too late. Shenum can't do
very
anything.
Nice on this one. Loud, insane the pistols at the moment. 3-0.
They wanted to rip that CT fight off at timing initially, but
yeah, it was a good push over towards spawn. I would love to see a good double kill on site though. They should have been overwhelmed on site.
Only the Viper there. The second they get this kill, it is such an impossible crossfire to break between the player elbow, the player CT, and then that rewrap coming through as well.
Nice, Purdy. Come on, let's go.
That round kind of felt to me like it was just Luke show, you know, getting the pick top mid to equalize, getting that late walk through lane too. Nicely done from him. Start off with a couple of kills and not buying in pretty heavy this round.
A very different pace of play on the Cypher instead of that Omen, but Luke show's equally willing to take those risks on the Cypher as well.
3 players of MIBR hanging out by trash.
That's kind of mean.
It's a position on the map, Mimi. I'm not saying any more than that.
Brazilian fans look into this.
Like this idea though. They just cleared that corner with the drone, so they go and play that.
Boss to play with in the corner. A lot of times you'll leave a slight gap there to be able to work with.
Their main bits of Uto, and you would imagine they're just waiting for a recon to come back. Also creates pressure that they could have lucked over towards the other side.
On the jiggle. Caught on a bad timing, but he should be all right.
Oh, he's going for it.
Damn, bro. Burno's had enough. 3-person stack, stay strong.
But it does force Loud to accelerate into the stack. 3 players here. That classic is doing
the damage at the wall as well.
There's still 2 players in backside. Pancada and Kalanzine. Brothers in arms have to somehow get back in here. But it's now down to 30 seconds left. Kalanzine slips through the smoke. That'll be the first. But still, the support is a little bit slow. Pulls away from the kill.
Oh my god, he didn't get one.
And Osboss is taken down. So it's 2-on-2 now. Paranoia maybe a little bit early. The spike is stuck through, but again, Verno catches a nice timing.
They would have seen him as well.
And Pancana in a 1-on-2.
Phantom at his feet.
Early spam, switches over to the Phantom. Just trying to full bait it through, but he doesn't know if it's being stuck. At some point, he's going to run out of bullets. At some point, MIBR are going to swarm, and it's Shenum,
bro, nice round from them. Dude, Artsin did so good.
Take away this bonus round.
Artsin did so good to get a double there.
Just the right call on the stack, and a classic that gets way too much value.
I mean, it's too many classics that are getting value.
And when you're talking about the Viper and what it can bring to this map on defense, it means you have to find the right timing to execute, because there's going to be that same
2 people surviving as well, 2 people that get the
we were referencing on map
2 people
1
that get the
coming back to
guns.
haunt you, and Fortunately for Loud, they pick a time when the wall's up and just
Okay, they go up against the one hero gun. We've got an outlaw, can one-shot everyone.
Well, Luxio had the pistol on round 2, so he goes for a hero guardian. Was the difference maker back in round 1.
What's Ospas up to in mid? Throw up that wall early, let him walk
with
deep
the guardian,
into mid.
Or with the outlaw rather. No wall early on, maybe as a retreat option.
Yeah, instead just letting him poke around here, see what he can find. Leaving that option to throw up the wall and fast rotate through mid to get back into A if the team desires it.
Yeah, Cowanzine, you'll often see breach players. The teams that still play breach on this map will get the breach down into tiles, just hold out that stun when your team is opening up heavier into A. In case there is a walk up onto the line to try and play off a one-way or anything like
only,
this.
that's the person that looks around here.
Horizontal fault line is
Jenum committing with, two people committing with the guns. This is pretty much what Loud want.
And then it does absolutely nothing, and that's exactly where Shenum is. First kill goes his way, but Verno's still under fire.
Oh, bro, yeah.
And Loud have actually
I can't believe they committed so heavy on this one. They got baited in.
A couple of guns on the ground to be able to pick up. Only Ospas repositioning back onto the site.
They know where Aspas is as well. Pick up the extra gun. Looking like a thrifty bag.
No pressure onto the spike planter.
Done with a molly. No one sent it in though.
Quite catch Cowanzine. The snake bite. Artson didn't have enough muscle behind it, so it comes up just shy, and Luke shows Guardian. The sole gun that came into the round continues to decimate MIBR. Cortesia now swung from every angle, left, right, high, low.
This is a little greedy from Loud over towards A.
Can't really do much unless there's just no way. A spam through smoke is
okay, thrifty into a thrifty. Yeah, it gets weird. Artson and Shannon have pretty good money, so they can get 2 hero guns into this one. And yeah, the dude that just got greedy. That's all it is. It's just way too risky against an eco to do what they did. There's no need for it.
The players you look towards are the ones who performed at the end. The guys who won Americas or made it to a finals or popped off at global events. But in terms of the best rookie of this year that will not see a game in playoffs?
Oh, I traded you quick there, Brian, didn't I? Quick trade.
I would argue that it has to be Luxio. Despite Loud's failures,
okay,
he's
there's
been
the 2
so
guns that we were
excellent.
saying.
He was the one to win that round, but
did throw one of them over towards Aspas though.
With some hero weapons up.
Pancata all the way up in the front. The rest of the team a little bit slow to assist, but now they've arrived.
And a classic Loud round. Make noise with 4. Let the lurk work.
Nice shot from Ospas. And now MIBR continuing forward. Nice paranoia as well. Pushes Cowanzine away.
I mean, they push him all the way. Might be worth throwing this gun to someone else. What's the timing like on this at middle?
Facing exactly the wrong way.
He just swings out here as well, picks up the gun. Aspas gives him a 1v1, gets out of there. Dudes, just the worst guns to win every single round.
Now the hero rifle gone, but the rest of MIBR have picked up more and more and more. What should have been a simple round for Loud, play for a main, pick up the Rolling Thunder, use that to exec into the site. Now has once again.
Good luck. Yeah, dude. It's just I mean, it's been 3 pretty shocking rounds.
Better weapons.
But it's all good.
And an ultimate to work with. They'll walk up towards mid. Cowanzine.
30 seconds left.
He'll have a fight against Cortesia.
And now Verno's been called over as well.
Very disciplined. Now just Verno.
Oh, they've abandoned each other though.
Yeah, they might actually be able to do this one. Keep an eye on the time though. Cortesia should be able to get one just purely from time.
But all he needs is one true shot. Something to stop this spike from going down with his teammate getting the kill in spawn. That will be enough stall. And MIBR will take it. Not even the plant had insult to injury.
I will say that Loud have a good amount of money, right? So another 2 hero guns coming in.
2 hero guns was all that MIBR brought into that round, but they make it work.
In the pressure of eco rounds make teams play better and more aware. I think sometimes teams will play more scared. I think sometimes teams will play like they're playing against a full buy. So stuff like the luck here over towards top middle pretty much just gives them a gun, really, with what was going on. Gotta play it way safer than that, in my opinion. I would say the drone is like the main bit of util that often gets misused in against ecos.
They're going to pick onto the Cypher and then be able to circumvent this Viper's
Team's also good with Sheriffs though, you gotta give him that. but
for a second I thought it was just going to be the util kill, but that would be maybe
there's some
too
rough rounds
flashy.
out there.
Interesting that Loud want to play this round 4v5, 3v5. Something's telling me maybe they're not actually winning this round.
Don't speak too soon.
These top mid lurks is something that Loud have dipped into a whole lot. Previously it was Luke Show.
Okay, continue to speak too soon.
Uh-huh.
I won't tell any more lies.
No, I'm just not going to. We're just gonna let Kaunzine and Verdi walk into the angle. All of a sudden things are looking better for them. This is very curious.
Aspas is still just alone on this angle.
Yeah, Aspas has gone back for more.
I'm just glad we finally had an honest round. You know, the team with the guns wins just like intended.
Yeah, very nice. Only one bullet was hit into this one.
Yeah.
For honesty in my Valorant game.
Big buy rounds.
It had been evading
Haven't seen
us
a
for
buy
little
buy
while,
yet.
But MIBR locking things up. Just kind of bullying on these slide off angles.
Yeah, I thought they were going to try and fight up through mid and get the pick there, but instead...
Bro, I'm farming first bloods, bro. This is honestly unbelievable.
No, I believe it. Verno takes a lot of opening engagements.
Yeah, he's super willing to take those swings. Reminds me a lot of Narrate on Sentinels. I think they're very similar players in the arc they've had of kind of not finding exactly the success they would have wanted in their first debut, and then coming into a new roster and actually managing to find higher
Leo
level
would never,
success.
that's true. That's
Obviously, the end of the year has not been that for MIBR. It was a strong start after picking up that American player onto a Brazilian roster.
Yeah, stage 2, a major disappointment for MIBR. We've kind of had this, like, even last year, right, in America's 100 Thieves, win in stage 1, go to the global, come back, have this big, big fall from grace. Weren't able to move on after that.
The difference is this year we have two teams that have been consistent in G2 and Sen, who have continued to find success despite issues of their own.
But the thing is, MIBR were so consistent, even back in kickoff, you know, top 3.
And now you look back to your Stage 2 power rankings and you feel silly for putting MIBR in 3rd, but everyone believed the bounce back would happen. What's crazy though is that there is still a chance they can make
lot of
champs.
ults on
If
this
they
one.
win this game, they can
Loud
go on
lose,
points.
they have to eco.
It could be a full circle redemption.
What do they go for? They had a
Aspas and
timeout
the
for this
boys.
one.
Still not a lock for them if
Mid
they
default.
win this game, but puts them in a much better position.
Yeah, I
Have
mean,
to
just
look
a
at how all those
mid-default
playoff
Yeah,
situations
they
roll out.
then become Lev's biggest cheerleaders, G2 and Sen as well.
Yeah, I want G2 and Sen to be 1 and 2, and that
It's a little
makes things
weird
a whole lot simpler for
for
them.
Lifers
Of
to
course, G2 and
save
Sen
this.
qualify as
I guess
1
they
and
want
2.
to
That
try late
opens up
take.
3 and 4
Okay,
seeds
so
to go on points instead
it's
of
an odd
G2
one.
and Sen stealing
He
it
like
away.
late puts the camera here, whereas I would probably try and put it there early, so that you can then
This
ping
time
to
takes
check
some
it instead
concern
of
with
throwing
mid.
it to get shot.
MIBR has been very aggressive
maybe
in
they-
contesting this top mid angle.
Maybe they do other
Not
stuff
hoping
with
to
it.
get
I
a
don't
pick
know.
There. This time it's a bit more passive. MIBR stay back behind their utility.
Now, Loud really took their time before breaking the door. Now trying to deal with this tripwire, even using the fault line, but Loud aren't really moving off of that. It's a little bit disjointed, a little bit slow getting in, but they have the
okay,
rolling thunder.
actually
Here's
descending it.
Verdi going on through. Great utility into the corner.
Nice shots.
from him as
Ooh,
well.
nice timing the smoke that was going
Loud
down.
get their way
And the
onto the
breach
site, even a
damage on
blast
top that
kill
you force them back into.
spawn.
Okay.
Assisted by the leg tag out of Verdi.
A nice
That
round.
info coming through. MIBR's positions are going to be revealed.
Dude, this was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be.
Some kind of early kill and then could make a go of this rounds, but if they don't find an opportunity, I think it's going to turn into a save.
The wrap from Pancata as well. No one really prepared for that.
Ooh, I love that TP.
And this just puts even more threat into
Yeah,
MIBR,
he's
who
hunting
already are
early, huh?
showing their hand. They want to go for the save.
This was a cool
They want
round.
to take that op that Aspas left back in spawn.
Extra layer of the breach damage
Pancata's
is
in a
nice.
great position to hunt. First player to clear would be Artson, and it's a little off. Fault line doesn't connect either. So it seems like there's enough layers of protection now for Aspas to be able to carry that op into the next.
Yeah, the guns will be saved for now.
No one really
It's the
does
little
one
wins from
ways
MIBR
anymore,
right now.
Matix,
I
with
like
the
that tech play
Viper.
from Loud. That reminds
smokes.
me of some of the stuff they were
You
doing
could do
in
it,
the 100
but
Thieves game. And
It's just like
also
once people
showcasing the
have
strength that they have
through it,
bringing
it's
the
just
breach
too
into
rough.
play, having one of the best proactive power ults in the game. Just gets those 2 opening picks practically for free, and a combination with that Neon. Talked a lot about how most teams have moved
A
away
lot of the time
from that.
people want to
There
get the
are very
decay
few,
value,
like
really.
your 2Gs of the world that are still indexed into Neon Breach. When you play it right and the util's well coordinated, it is so hard to play against.
Okay, maybe another set strat for Loud. They got another Ultra Land. Money's changed. 2 people from MIBR can't buy next, but I would guess there would be a drop, at least one drop in it all. Camera deep, they heard the camera deep, so they might shock this as soon as the server's making sound. Wait, did they actually not hit the camera?
Want to pop off of this. Luxio is still testing the space into A main. Right now it's a fishing expedition to break away some Cypher trips. And
camera sees
now
4.
an opportunity for Verdi to slip into backside. Dart connects, but this wall, he just disrespects entirely. He's made it in there, the rest of his team taking their time. But now Osbos on the
what a
other
weird
side,
round this is.
overdrive activated. Still
The spike is so isolated. That's spike.
1-for-1 to open it. Still no comfortable position in sight for Loud. That spike out in the open. But Pancata has an ultimate to recover.
Yeah. I
It
will
seems like that's
say,
what Loud will be playing for.
He's going to recover the spike.
we'll say that Artin was very fast on top of
the
this.
first thought in your head is that they're sprinting towards A. But now they have very early information. Look how
Yeah,
far
it feels like
forward
they're
that
going back
Viper is.
market.
Having this forward space means that Verno can play quickly to react towards B. Is he just going to go for
Drone
a
recon, he's just going to go.
Aggressive, and it pays off wonderfully.
He gets
Only
info on it
one
though,
may
it means
not
that
be
the
enough
Omen
for
can
him.
get in a
That
good
forces
position. Shenum has
into
flash,
one
wants to get a
through,
kill
15
fast.
seconds left on the clock. So much to do with the paranoia to push them back. And now creeping into the attacker's smoke.
Ooh.
He is laid out. Artin can't stall this out long enough.
So a straight up 1v3 for him. It's been around the world on his rolls, now back to comfort on the controller. Trying to isolate a fight, Pancata. The only one who could give it, but his own Viper wall. Cuts Pancata off and maybe precludes him from a win in this round.
2 players tucked arm in main. Artin knows he has to look into it.
Oh my goodness.
It's a nice shot.
Okay, lovely
but
round from Loud.
Pancata with the knife in the back.
Yeah, I mean, Shenum could have done a little better.
I would like to see MIBR have
He was kind of caught in
Verno a
2
bit more
minds.
passive and be able to use that Hunter's Fury to rip as the execute was coming through once they
Verno,
figured out
he
that's
should
where it
drone
was
there really,
headed.
but
Instead, they have a couple players trying to flood in. Well, Verno is still stuck behind that smoke, and Loud trade out well, have the ultimate to recover the spike, and handle things well when they're a man up.
Would have been a very different situation also if Verno had just managed to get more than the 1 kill. His timing was very good there.
Yeah.
Just couldn't quite adjust once that wall came down. There's 3 players on his screen. MIBR knocked him out of the picture.
Yeah, he only saw the 1 through the wall, so thought he could get greedy and keep going. And gets a nasty surprise.
So Loud have been mixing up the pace, whether it's the quicker looks through
he
mid
should
or
make it
the more
so
reserved,
the
fast
orb
into
can be
sight
picked up
freeze,
for Viper.
reset
Nah,
into the
Viper.
round.
If anything, Viper
Will
needs
MIBR play
another
around this when it's not
tweak
so
to
readable
nerf
what
it.
Loud are going to be doing
I wouldn't
round
give it a
round.
buff.
I'd like to see MIBR doing a little bit more with the start of these rounds. They've
Would
been
win in a
very
1v1
passive with how they're
TMV or
setting up
Chobra.
Osbos. For
In
the most
game,
part, he's been
Chobra,
policing
I
in
think,
mid
right?
and trying to post on an angle with an op. I think the op is limited what they can do with this comp. I'd like to see them instead using that Omen paranoia like you would play with the Breach and try and show us some trap plays into somewhere like a main or even earlier fights off the rip with that.
In
I
game,
don't think we've seen
I'm
a
pretty
lot
sure
of the
Chobra
proactivity
would win that.
this Neon brings, and instead I feel like I've just been watching an
Chobra
Osbos
just
get
has way
game
more
with faster
FPS
rotate.
experience
Yeah,
as
MIBR
well.
have leaned more into the passivity of playing double smokes plus the Sentinel, you know, being more reserved
You should ask
around that
Chobra though.
utility.
I would love
It
to
is
know what
weird 'cause
he would
this comp is
say.
kind of indexed half
Surely
and
he'd back
half, and
himself.
I think part of that is Osbos's agent pool. You'd probably rather see a Yoru with this comp, but Osbos doesn't really play that role.
Even the Neon for Osbos, not an everyday occurrence, as Loud just
Okay,
bust
pretty
down that
fast over
door.
towards market again.
After the slower paced
No
round,
one
now
shut
they
the
work into
drone,
market,
they
but
take
still
full
options
space,
to
break the
retreat after
camera.
breaking the
Yeah, I
camera.
do feel like
Bruno has a great
they're...
angle all the way back towards CT to
They
rip
get-
his ult.
they get a little
His
space
teammates
for
C player
free.
starting to come through.
Shenum is
Royal Gemini
deal breaker
for the
MIBR right now, with
27
Loud
months. Thank
moving
you for
back
doing that.
towards the
Appreciate
A
the prime.
site. It is Shenum who's holding his one way. Pancata playing on top of that right now. Some spam down as well. This will push Shenum back deeper and deeper.
Still
and
nice
make
from
it harder
MIBR though. They clear the
for
pressure over
early
towards
intel
market.
for MIBR to grab.
Starting
Now,
to
of
work
course,
out
they're
the
gonna
site
see
on this
that
one.
Verdi is run on forward. There's a
What
fault
are they?
line. There's a Neon stun. But Loud don't really have any room on the map to play with.
Yeah, I don't think they can rotate back fast enough for this fake to really mean
Artin
anything.
clears
And Artin just
middle.
throws up the wall to
This
clear
time
the
is going to be
close
weird.
corner on the
Artin
left.
does have
Now
Molly.
4 players ready to pop into market where there's a duo
Molly.
hold from
Perfect
MIBR.
timing on this
35
molly.
seconds left on the clock. Luke Show snuck into the B side, but he
Luke
doesn't
Show's
have an angle on
done really
anyone
good.
just yet. And now with this paranoia coming down loud, have made their mark. Artson, the only one to hold the line. And now that Luke Show snuck into Boba as well, the rotates can't even come in to stall away the spike. A Hunter's Fury try and punish Luke Show on the retreat to punish MIBR from rotating in, as a matter of fact.
Shannon needs to clear the
Wait,
close
what
corner.
happened on
A
side
1v1
there?
against
Why
Luke
could
Show.
Robbie not plant?
Might have found a timing. That's nice from him. A smoke goes down, a paranoia traded. But now MIBR choosing
He's
to
ulting,
play
yeah, he cancelled it though.
Osboss and Shenum need
He
to
had
find
to
their
throw the
ones,
spike over.
but they're doing so slowly.
Aspas is still in CT.
I mean, maxing it, don't think so.
Starts to work his
Time
way
was
out.
way
It's
too
on
low.
Shenum here, and he rips Pancata's head off. Now Robbie with the dart to try and spam, but he's only got 11 bullets in the tank. Make that 8. This is being stuck through, and he's got
Pretty well
nothing
handled from
left.
MIBR.
Too
Especially
many went into the
Artson.
floor.
Burner's always good
We're all
timing.
tied up at 4.
I would love to
MIBR
know
win
what
on the
happened.
retake.
Kind of
I
lost
think
him a
they're
little bit
missing
of time.
out some of the value on this Neon. You look at that round, and if you watch it back, consider where Osboss is pathing throughout. He starts towards A main in a trap play there. Then he's resetting and holding the mid cross. But while that's happening, and there's actually a smoke up in his face, his teammates see 3 or 4 players stuck in, pushing heavy towards market. And instead of rotating, he lets the other player rotate first. I'd like to see MIBR being more proactive in having Osboss be the first man to be running on these rotates, because that Neon being your quick response force is so potent, especially
Keyboard
when
incident.
you can bring that stun to bear to help
Might be.
catch players in the choke alongside that Viper you
Tag pause.
Neon's a first responder. She can be a whole lot more
Game.
help
Do
to the
you
rest of the team.
reckon something's stopping him
See if
from
that
planning
That's why
here?
she has little blue
Adjustment.
lights on her head.
Yeah, okay.
Get out of the
There
way.
needs to be an alarm when Neon's running at you too, and then maybe you'd stand more of a chance. That's not enough
Sorry,
for me.
that's a horrible
When she
sound.
pops
I'm sorry for doing
overdrive,
that to you.
I need the sirens activated. And we've got a tech pause.
Osboss not reclining. What happened to my goat?
This guy has really fallen off ever since his seat has gone
Needs to
vertical.
plant.
Well, it's
What
not
is this?
attack timeout, so he does
okay.
that to like fully activate the brain. He doesn't need it in attack.
Rich
In order-
saying.
Maybe getting back into games, yeah.
Oh,
Who's in
that's
the
why he
battle
came back
1v1?
up.
You or
See,
Candy?
I thought he was washed, but he's actually
100% me, chat.
Making
That is a
statements
good
about
question,
Osboss, let's say.
actually.
He backs himself? I like that Chober backs
all
himself
right.
there.
Well, things are all tied up.
Good on a
The
safe fight.
briefest-
It's crazy it's taken this long to see one in a
think he'd
Neon
be
mirror
fine.
match.
See how forward MIBR play onto the line because they don't have that paranoia super
Dude, I
ready.
wish you could 1v1 in this game.
That
Finally
dart
lands
went
off
right
the
there.
bounce.
And Osboss hits the
5
floor.
years into an FPS game, we can't
Birdie on the
1v1.
opener.
Let's
There's
go
nowhere really
to
for
Haven.
Shenum to go. He barely slips away. Inferno's there to hold him out. Great work from the leader.
Spike down A.
And this has kept things even after a tough entry.
These MIBR players are very split up. Artson making his
That
play.
is crazy. Look how far away Corteja's on the map.
Where's Corteja heading? Breaks the trip on the flank, now runs back through mid.
Yeah, it's
Luke
pretty
Show
good
is
from him.
low,
He's
but
fast on this.
Loud aren't giving an isolated fight. They are fully holding hands in elbow, ready to trade each other out.
With this plant, though, Corteja can tap and try and get in front of the angle. He knows Cypher, at the very least, is played towards elbow. But that dart hitting him, that's more time added to the clock. Now he moves on forward, 1 for him, but a nice response out of the rookie. We'll bring Loud up to 5.
I mean, MIBR could have they could handle
It's
this a
tough.
little better, but
Despite playing this Neon head-to-head where in a lot of ways you want to try and go
you
for
can
those
go into
forward
a
fights.
custom and
Loud
what,
just
but
has
it's
such
just
better tools to do so. You see that bounce start that lands late off the
what are you
timing
guys saying? You
of
go
the
into a
stun.
custom, you start
Teammates
ISOing
turning,
each
so it's an
other, where
isolated
one
fight
person has an
onto the
advantage
Neon.
every single time.
And all of that in combination.
Why is it not just like a?
It's just a simple
Why is there
hit
not
into the
just an
site.
actual thing set for it?
And they're running it back. They're happy with how easy it was to take elbow control.
It'd
This
just be
time,
something set.
It sounds looks like it might be set up to path elsewhere. There's going to be a very fast flank coming through once they show presence.
Shenum pushed up in mid, this B main push. Eliminated by Luke Show, now the one-on-one, Luke Show versus Shenum. That is, if Shenum
That's a
doesn't
big
manage
kill,
to get
man.
out here either way, Louder blitzing
That's
in
a big
towards the
kill.
site.
Omen
It's a
ult
bit
gets
all over
had.
the place, and Pancata hears the
Oh
Omen.
boy.
Oh no! It's a catastrophe. Now Luke Show.
Dude, everyone's taking down their counterpart agent.
The bodies are on the map. Everyone's dying off on their own.
And somehow it's the Neon shift walking through mid. Now
That's
revealed by a camera.
Outcome.
I want to know what this looks like in a Valo plant.
The miss, I mean, it was obviously nice movement from Shannon though, but
a lot of arrows
it's rough.
going all sorts of which way.
It's not a great time to do it.
MIBR's time to tie it up. Birdie's stuck in the corner with no help. And Cortesia makes it quick.
1-9 loss bonus for this.
It's been neck and neck the whole way through. A far cry from Icebox, which felt a lot more swingy. You know, the first half for Loud was ultra dominant.
It's just a lot of light armors. Bass wanted to get an Outlaw out here.
MIBR,
I think this would be a great round to do it.
Strategy did not pay off.
Okay, Cortesia.
Did I say MIBR? I meant Loud.
Yeah, well, they were both kind of running around. I was going to let it slide.
For one of them, it worked.
5 people that would have been one shot. I really think they might have missed an opportunity here.
So you were just
would have been such a good round for it.
Okay. I appreciate the save. I think I'm still owned, though. MIBR used that early stun to get into A main. Fully sure where they go from here. I think Kawa picked up an orb in B main at the same time on the weak side. That means Cowan's not in a good position to get that horizontal stun line to dominate the A space, so instead it has to be the drone.
It is the
okay, drone over towards A. In reaction, drone over towards middle.
Yeah,
I get a stack over towards A. Recon goes out. It's a nice recon though. It goes down the line. You actually get like all of this and a bit of the line.
So MIBR start to think that, okay, the brunt of Loud is not actually towards A, and they set their
okay, I like this from Loud though. They carry a lot of pressure over towards middle, and they're going to try to overwhelm the one. And the double swing kind of owned them. Are they on top of this reposition? They reconned here. Guys, they reconned here.
That's going to be one, that's two. And this round slips away from Loud in just a moment.
Lube with the prime. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Where it's Verdi left in an unwinnable clutch.
MIBR just had exactly the right position to punish Loud going for the fake.
Loud have seemed to really struggle in these rounds where their initial ideas exploded a bit and then get caught
a little
off guard by
rough for
someone who's
Loud,
walked
man.
into
I think
space
the
that they
idea wasn't
previously
too bad.
cleared
Like, I
without
actually
leaving
think the call
someone
was kind of
there. It
nice.
was the player who repositioned towards elbow, picking off too.
Dude, how they can have a recon that goes out and scans all the way towards their right and then show up middle and not expect that guy is kind of wild.
MIBR did very well to shut down this mid space because, right, Loud are trying to sell this fake with the Omen smoke on the right side of mid that, oh, they're going for this Boba split towards B. When in reality, that was just initiator utility, full faking it.
All game, MIBR has been really willing to get aggressive in mid and disrespect that utility, fight up with their Viper wall.
They got 2 ults to combo well.
For how they actually get to rotate around this map. Loud, though.
I'm worried if MIBR stick on the site here. Looks like over towards B, they'll just play heavy market. Oh, goes towards market. Artim might actually get out of there because of the door.
The door's closed, too.
That's sick.
The Neon is killed.
Over flash goes in, they can get out of there. It's nice, man. Asbestos is ult to fast flood on this one if they want to go for it. They're actually all here.
Just one after another.
After the spike, you know they're committed. Yeah, fast flood call gets made.
Aspas comes on through the overdrive.
Big swing.
Lines them up and Louder holding their own. 3 kills as they lock themselves into the site. Shenum just holding the left side. Wasn't anywhere close.
I mean, I respect it. Maybe someone else needed to go over towards the left, but they hit some nice shots on site.
That should have been their round after getting that initial pick onto the Neon,
I don't think the call was like too bad.
Sure, and that's all
Maybe smoke over towards main, so they had no pressure there.
Stingers. Pistols. Yeah. It's a whole lot of nothing. Those are the rounds that we've tended to
see
teams win
wild
in
from
this
him.
map so far.
Dude, he tracked him so well.
At this range, you are, you know, just cooking. It's just a rifle.
Good job. Let's go.
Ignore whatever other gun it is. 6 to 6.
The track with the stinger was nice, huh?
Again,
6 to 6 once again. We'll see if this goes to a map 3 right after the break.
Stinger? No, that was lovely from a stinger. People are way too good with it. Three and 0, man. I feel like Loud should probably be doing better with the pistols that they're winning. Guess they got ecoed, but can either of these teams make playoffs? No, not playoffs, but MIBR, if they win this, most likely in champs. Not 100%. You would kind of need G2 or Sen to fail for them to not make champs, but Prodigy, did you nap today? Is Leaf coming back for playoffs? We're not sure. We don't really know. Don't actually know.
Brazilian teams are neck and neck as we head into the second half of Sunset.
4 hours though. 4 hours isn't bad, man.
Ahead here is what is MIBR going to be cooking up with the Viper on this map?
Started dissecting the rulebook.
Double controller here, so
working out what on earth's going on.
A lot of the focus has to be on a very different pace than how other Neon comps are going to play. You're going to put a lot more of a presence in working on your lurks. Your post plants are going to be strong.
I think I got similar.
Hold on to that orb, so a bit of a different style.
I was asleep by like 1-ish.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see
woke up, yeah, like 3.5, 4.
You're seeing over towards A, which helps break up the crossfires
3-0 on the pistols. We got wall committed over towards A. Backup option with a lot of info towards B also, so they don't have to commit it. Got smoke to create pressure, especially with the wall. Could have crossed over towards here, when the wall is up, they could have pushed over towards spawn. So.
Yeah, and even if you get up in it, there's options to quickly jump
passive
out
pressure
of it.
is nice.
A guy like Pancata can't be so comfortable to play right on the other side of it.
He's comfortable. He's chilling.
Not for very long, though. He gets his spam shots down, has to fall on back.
He's pretty far up.
Just playing for the pixel here for a headshot. Doesn't connect on it, so a teleport away to the back of site. And Callan on the other side, only going to run into the one.
Weird.
That was really early to activate
Dude,
that alert for Arts.
that's just really weird. Is that just lack of knowledge of playing this map much? It's just like one of the most common angles, especially this one behind where this guy would have stood. Same line.
To path back through spawn, and his teammates are providing a hell of a lot of pressure to let him work.
Monster timing caught by
Nah, he's got really good, and he could call his whole team back. And I think he is calling his whole team back, and they fast flooded towards site, and this gets really weird. And how on earth does Cortezia play this?
How many can he get?
First one. Oh no!
Oh no! He doesn't hit a shot!
It's bad. It's just not what you want to see.
Oh, they're gonna lose the round 2.
And Osbos lands a couple of nice shots, but he's on 13 HP. There's nothing more you can do than that. Surely not. Not even the time to plant the spike if there were. 4 kills for
Gotta give it to Vati though.
And,
that's the widest.
A round we all want to forget.
It's the widest swing I've ever seen.
Oof. That's about all I have to
I think
say.
he's still swinging right now, actually. That was crazy.
Okay, here's the
Look at him
replay.
go.
Avert your eyes.
Look at him.
Look at the movement out of Verdi. He just keeps running.
Movement, open parentheses, holding the A key.
Is the WA? Yeah, that's A. trying to orient myself there.
Me when I'm trying to learn the cardinal directions.
4-0 on pistols.
Yeah, except WA.
Oh, wait, MIBR doing this.
I don't actually know what that is.
A. No, it doesn't make any sense actually. Fight up into A main. MIBR.
Are we doing game changers champs? Yeah, it should be.
Even with this orb here,
Should be.
just full stuck. The ult orb.
Pretty sure we'll be. I mean, we'll make time for it.
Boss has secured a classic kill. On
Wait, do we know the dates of it already?
Is it time, Mimi?
Don't bring it up.
Dare we consider?
It's too soon to bring it up.
An attack one-way placed by Shenum on the left side here. Infinite smokes invested in A main from MIBR.
End of November. Okay.
Now a quick
Yeah, we'll
little
watch
slide
for sure.
will discourage Loud from.
Osbos is moving. He's all the way into
Oh,
CT.
he's here really fast, man. Oh boy. Oh guys, not like this. Don't get ecoed again.
Well,
Oh god, it's really weird. Look at the minimap.
What is going on?
What is going on? Where are we going? Back through middle? Fly through market? No info over towards B main. Could be anywhere. My goodness, it's great trade. Someone else picks up the gun, right?
And dare I say it, Mimi?
Spikes the last to get over towards site.
Robbie breaking the door down.
Don't go to, not on your own. Oh, guys. Oh, boy.
4K on the pistol. It's 3 for him to keep it competitive. 15 seconds now. Robbie BK on full. Shenum on 30.
10 seconds
Shenum
left.
would need the headshot. Would need to guess right on the angle to catch a nice timing. Being revealed, the pressure just amps up and up and up. He's spammed through the smoke. He won't even get a chance.
I mean, Kawazin played great. He gets his ult with all the kills.
To top it all off, they get a.
And there's time. There's time.
Okay, yes, we were all in doubt. Thank you.
On the edge of my seat here. But honestly, with the crazy, first of all, classic kill Osmos has in main. And the timing he catches.
And there's what we were bringing up the halftime, right? The wall creates scenarios on this
Koyality.
map that
Is that how I say your name? Thanks so much for the 2 months, bro. Appreciate the prime.
Sprinting all the way into CT, catch that timing onto Luke Xiao.
It just happens, man. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Disappointed.
Despite winning that round,
It's been
or Baroque. They'll get a Hero Guardian on Robbie BK and Sheriff.
Yeah, I'm disappointed, man. It's just a really low level Sunset, I'll be honest.
Not looking for that same challenge in A. Instead of the look will be a little high-low between Cow and Verdi. Those Sheriffs do a little bit of damage.
Look at the trips on A. Fully expecting someone to try and
one.
walk up or slide through on that angle.
Yeah.
You break the first one, Osboss goes for a slide, and you have the spam angle from where the Cypher's playing an elbow.
That, of course, would require Luke Xiao to go unpunished back here. Does have the camera to click into actually after he's taken the fight first.
Okay, we break trick number 1.
Osboss has a kill towards Shop. Things looking good for MIBR at the start here, especially now with Luke Xiao down on nothing, getting pushed around the back. And Osboss isn't done just yet. MIBR aggressive to a fault sometimes in these post plants, but when Osboss is turning flashes like that, lined up for 4 kills, they haven't easily stolen.
Hudson's had enough, but honestly, he should be getting the kill. Osboss already has his ult.
He was full health. He would have had the ace 100%. He's stoic, though.
His eco ace. Man.
Lunatic, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the tier 1.
Osboss already had ult.
He already had ult.
No reason to be greedy.
Yeah. Not wrong.
In fact, dare I say, how dare Osboss be the one to get these kills?
Era ace, foi mal, velho.
Understated. Full guns for both teams now. And that ult we were talking about earlier for Cow and Zine coming into force.
Early little teleport.
Just trying to feel it out. Any breach stun?
Of course, you can teleport up into that Viper smoke and fight through it with some supporting util.
Part of the thing, though, with that smoke is that the players who actually make contact are so much deeper that despite putting all that pressure, fault line, paranoia, none of it got ripped.
Some patience from Loud.
It's gonna be nice though. Should discover the trip.
When MIBR slowly work into mid to try and find where the trips are going to be. Peek up for that camera, often placed in window.
Committed 3 through market, tucked in.
Yeah, they seal
Where do they go? Over towards site?
This is just going to be a split.
Osboss send it?
Only Osboss.
Okay, only one gets seen. Dude, they've walked out everywhere.
Threaten the cross from market. Luke Xiao is completely left alone.
Luke Xiao did great to get one though.
Drags it over for a second kill. It's Cortesia. Angles
just angle-wise.
Robbie's there.
His team's still market.
No, these guys are market, just waiting for them to do a move on B first.
Robbie, who's a bit isolated.
Everything sort of on Osboss now to pitch down into Robbie. The Rolling Thunder just a little bit too late. Countered out on the other side. Everybody's stunned up, but it's Loud.
The big, big 2v3. MIBR can win this one.
Up into market, coming in for the swing. Looked close.
Pancada's finally here. He brings the paranoia. But Chanam's gonna be able to try and isolate a fight. He wants to play close on this smoke and kill them as they come through.
Oh, I like his odds
nice from Verti.
On a little fadeaway.
That was lovely
we'll
from him.
Take 3 and the round for Loud.
MIBR have a good enough money. They combine
this.
This
the crosshair placement, and it's Loud pulling ahead by 2 now. MIBR, that was such a strange round where they show the little feign into A and then are completely walking through, getting set in mid, but or in market rather. But the execution once they actually went in was definitely disjointed. The player front side is on, they're ripping that ult, but people are still kind of back towards market, and it ends up being Loud getting a lot of opportunities despite the numbers of MIBR there to isolate these fights, and went out in spite of that.
Getting the reaction cam in
Yeah,
real
wasn't happy
time.
with what he saw.
Yeah, Front's not happy.
As the
He's
post
not
plan falls
happy.
to pieces.
Maybe there's some util that the market guys could have used as well to help out, I feel like.
In process of the hits, but it's honestly because I think Verno's calling into a lot of these scrappier rounds, you know? Whether it was that mad dash from the A site through top mid towards B, or a lot of the cuts in through market. Verno isn't afraid to allow things to get a little bit crazy.
If MIBR do qualify for champs, do they have enough time to fix stuff for champs? I mean, yeah, in theory,
can reset even or
but it looks pretty rough.
They still have such good utility.
It's quite a lot to fix.
To navigate those late rounds, to hold
I feel like a big part of it is just belief, though, man.
Or something like that to still make it work on those later
yeah, they got so much time. You got to think that they could, in theory, just be bracking the whole time while everyone's playing playoffs. Could actually get a lot of stuff down.
Having the neon over there, or even full fighting into the space.
Like a whole month.
So I'm interested to see if they continue that conditioning and look to maybe a little later rip a full hit onto that site. This won't be that round. Instead, attention is placed more so towards mid.
Verdi up in B main with a little trap setup. Paranoia off the camera for Verdi to swing off of and capitalize. But MIBR are not really changing too much post timeout. Drone goes in, although I guess 3 players aren't going into market and
really important round.
But it means that trip hasn't been shattered.
Whoa. Instant reaction to losing mid was fight over towards B main.
Which way does MIBR want to go on this fight? 3 players ready to duel top mid.
I mean, there's just no way this goes well for MIBR unless they're finding spam kills to lead. It goes wonderfully. As soon as that crossfire is broken with Cortez left around in mid.
That was his fault.
This round just falls apart.
Loud in the first
half, it was all his fault, man. You could feel it coming.
On fighting into mid on.
As soon as you saw that fast kill, you're like, oh boy. Flawless, of course, no bullets hit.
Fraud realizes that in the timeout and calls for a round like that.
That's just a good example of how you can have a great hold on paper, but the second the one critical member dies, right? This shot right here, the only guy holding on the left side, there were 2 on the right.
Yeah, it was a 3-player crossfire there.
And I think that's a mistake from Loud, right? The guy on the left shouldn't be the first one on the line.
Perfect.
You know?
Keep it up.
He needs to be one.
Yeah, they forced him down to an eco as well.
Play the shallow angle like that.
Got all their ults online as well.
To force them to full commit by the time they make that first contact.
Yep.
So you're swinging into them when they can't just back away and run like you saw there.
A little mistake there, pushes Loud onto a low buy. As MIBR continue trying to show similar utility in mid. This time no drone activated though.
Loud's going for a walk in A main. Getting all the way down towards their one-way.
Ball line comes through, there's Verdi, but a stun right in front of him, so he can't go through the trap.
It's nice util though from MIBR. Kind of all grouped together here, waiting for some extra push around the map also. The Jardax with the Prime. Thank you, the 4 months, mate.
It's just a total dud from Loud.
Yeah, and they can just wait out the ult. Ult's gone, don't have to worry about it.
Just the Cypher towards B main. And Crowda trying to exaggerate the defense onto A, now with the Guardian. I mean, it's just not going to happen. He's pushed back. Doesn't even matter if there's a Paranoia. Ospas is still finding the tracers through the blind.
Cortez continues to get value on these mid-larks, both in this round and in the last. Has a 1v2, but he's good at isolating these fights, and he's going to do so again. There's one, and the second looks easy for Cortez.
Not bad at all. I mean, their money is outrageous after these 2, that's for sure. Got a couple of maxes there as well. Certainly not Jim with the Prime. Thank you so much. Not Jim.
I think a lot of it is going back to Cortezia, who's been walking into mid every one of these rounds. I think we need to see Loud that it's willing to show
got in front of a dart there too.
Yeah, it's really nice micro to show like a mid re-clear look. Send that second refresh of your initiator utility to push him out of that space with a smoke bottom mid. If you can deny that lurk, it makes it way harder for MIBR to do these split pushes they've liked through market or these deep fights.
Hunter's Fury from Robbie. Good on the first 2 tags. That'll be no Viper utility remaining in the round, and damage onto Verno as well.
That was a nice find.
Kill and a half is great value for just ripping that off a dart.
I mean, 3 for 3, yeah. I'll say so.
Cage triggered.
Verdi, who was playing in the same spot in the previous round.
Okay, 4v5 kind of gives Aspas the green light to start prodding over towards middle.
He knows there's a huge
And try and take a timing here if he wants.
Knows there's no Cypher util to deal with him.
Jeez, like what is going on?
Patient.
How?
The drone is pulling players away. No one is looking at Aspas. He has found his gap.
Oh, and the drone just came out, and he kind of gets confirmation that he has the best timing ever.
He's past them completely.
But maybe
I will say, I just saw Pancada look over towards spawn, so...
It does certainly feel like Kawazine is fully aware of this. They're holding for it.
Ow.
Did he see the edge of Aspas, or just
no, they must
a
have.
suspicion in the back of his head?
Seems like they must have.
No, they must have. They were incredibly on it.
MIBR inching forward.
The drone had to have seen his like leg or something.
These fights will eventually go their way.
I thought he was around the corner, to be honest, though, from the minimap. Oh,
now the spam kill too. What is going on? Both teams playing with seemingly unlimited awareness.
And no smokes, no breach. This retake became a hell of a
He's gonna
lot
get
harder.
Sova off. Oh, and get out of sight as well.
Laying down the neural theft information of 2 players elbow, 1 player back on slant. Cortesia under immense pressure and taken out of the round. Now Verno not finding the same success with his own Hunter's Fury, but will manage to kill at the end. Shenum too. But the spike is pulled away from him.
Way. How though? How?
Another round where Loud had a
Cortesia,
crossfire set up that should be
how have you done
the
that?
win button in the round.
Dude, that forces Loud back down to an eco as well.
Contact. The breach is the one first up there who's in a committed angle, where then the next player is having to actually swing really deep to try and get that trade.
And just
in doing
spams
so,
after
you
that one.
miss out on that perfect timing of having all 3 players working in unison. And that setup just gets picked apart. I would have liked to see Kawa be further back, holding out a breach stun, instead to set up his 2 teammates on the same swing.
Some adjustments that Loud can maybe consider now. Trailing by 1, losing the last 4 out of 5 rounds, and now forced onto an eco.
Yeah, they are broke. They don't even have any power ults to work with.
That's such a rough round, man.
And they've just
Got an eco after that one as well.
Mid-pressure.
Desala with the prime. Appreciate the 22 months. Thank you.
For Cortesia or a fight through A.
Jim.
Not been able to
Yeah, I mean we'll go Jim tomorrow.
Been
a while though. I don't have as much free time when it's
a shoulder with the drone
the stage 1 or stage 2 is on.
Resources they had to actually put into dealing with him. It's like 3 players all turning Operation Kill Aspas.
The point of discussion must be controlling the mid space, whether that's a full-on fight, whether that's just leaving some more Cypher trips around the space.
They're playing a Neon comp. I would like to see them just like rip something off the rip. If you're struggling so much,
this score with a double pistol does not look good.
Show us a mid-fight round. Get someone posted forward. I think that's fine.
Call that the Beyblade. Just let it rip.
That's so dumb.
Could be an effective strategy here on absolutely nothing but 4 Sheriffs and a Stinger.
4 pass and push over towards mid as they make a lot of sound towards B main.
There's a tripwire in Verdi's face, so again, Verdi not going to be able to do anything. But the rest of
I was going to say, mate, you saw a Cypher bottom and middle. You really think a Cypher on his own is pushing mid?
MIBR take A. They'll flip the map and fight CT as well.
It'll just be Kawazine towards CT at the present moment, but MIBR choosing to be a bit more reserved. Want to play behind their utility instead of getting in front.
That drone did not see Cortesia, but no one's heading this way. Instead, they all
They
group
didn't
CT.
break the trip.
Yeah, nothing really.
Probably
to be
BK's got to shock that,
Eyes
no?
on Verno. He's been full spotted out, wanted to get active up on the line towards shop. Same thing out of Artsen. I mean, MIBR are looking for a little bit much here. Verdi has 2 with the Stinger, and already some pressure onto the spike. These MIBR players stuck back into elbow.
These teams are so bad at this map, it's crazy.
There's no one who can stop the defuse.
Yep. Another Thrifty. Is that 6 Thrifties this game? 7 Thrifties? I don't quite know.
Something like that. We're stacking them up. And it's the simplest of ideas. Send the Neon full force through B, turn some heads that way, as you, on a very slight delay, walk down mid. And then Stinger.
Yeah.
That's the second part of the strategy.
I mean, in MIBR and Loud's defense, they have not played a lot of anti-ecos in their stage so far.
That is the most backhanded way to say they're getting stomped every game.
It's just true. It's just true.
The win percentage
Loud,
of the stings.
honestly,
I mean, the
Loud,
sting
when
shots
they
were
played
nice.
On Sunset last versus 100 Thieves were crushing.
Mate.
And now an ultimate all the way back on the left side of spawn from Shenum. I think that was heard though.
Yeah, Robbie knows. Does it matter?
It doesn't help him. Information is one thing.
Nice ult from him.
Capitalizing off it is another. So now 3 members of Loud recalled to deal with Shenum, and even they can't do it without going 1-for-1.
The dart? Ah,
And
dude,
for the
I don't
small
even.
cost of losing 2 players to kill Shenum, you've also completely lost the A site and your smokes player.
Let's see if the post plan is better for MIBR this time around. If they even get to plant the spike, because Verdi's already in the thick of things. Now, a moment to breathe.
Dude, it's such an important round. Loud of such low money.
His lurker is
Get a Cypher off.
away.
The Cypher off is big,
To get
man.
back in.
Luxio has to break a trip, so they know Cow is alone.
Cow already up
Couple
in
of
front.
1v1s.
Already trying to track against Verno, but it's not going to hold. Luke showing a 1-on-3, brought it down already. But look at where Osbos is playing back into spawn. I mean, good luck. Not a whole lot you can do. Cortez already peeked the spike again, so Luke has to get back onto the spike. He's so worried. There's so many angles. And the second he makes his mind up, it's exactly the moment Osbos pounces on him.
3 people that can't buy next.
This game feels so similar to game 1, where it's so back and forth for the first half, but it's MIBR starting to streak together rounds in the second. If only for Lemish had eco round that they lost in the previous. And very nicely played in the 2v1. Cortez and Osbos continuing to perform together.
No more timeouts, I think, for
21 and
Loud.
18 kills
I'm
respectively.
pretty sure they're done.
That was the duo who was driving
Hero
MIBR
gun,
when they
Neon
were third
ult,
best
Stinger
in the
though?
region.
Yeah,
Loud to
not
battle
too
back
bad.
here, again on a low buy, but Verdi has an ultimate to work with. There's a stun line being held. Another one of these pesky thrifties.
Big
Verdi
stun.
into the thick of things, and Arts
Okay, that
mows
was
them down.
fast,
This
man. That was
round is
a big
cooked.
shutdown.
Cortesia in mid will fall to the soul gun purchase.
That was a big
So Lucio
shutdown.
keeps
I actually
options
thought they
alive.
were going to start
Guaranteed
farming and
backside drops.
stun into the ult was
And
pretty
now
nice.
Viper's pit to
2v4,
lock
they got it
things
all
up,
out
keep
to make sure they
tabs on
don't buy
shop
it.
as
Robbie
BK on
BK.
0 HP creeps right into it and is promptly
I respect the
taken
attempt,
out
man.
of the
I respect the
picture.
attempt.
MIBR on series
Okay,
point.
2
Could have
goes
been
with it.
something there, but the player who's holding for contact
Artson.
is in a position where when they see an enemy player, because they've contacted up so deep, there's going to be 1-2 players who don't
that was
actually get
nice,
hit by
man.
that. And that Neon is most vulnerable when she's pulling out the finger guns and getting ready to rip. So huge credit to Artson.
Magros, I looked at the score today, yeah.
Series that round insecure.
I looked at the score
insecure
today
hands
thinking
and
like,
now
oh, I can catch
around the
4th,
way
5th
from the
map.
win here.
Potentially Loud's last
There wasn't
round
one.
on the big stage here in Los Angeles.
Sounds like they
this
smell
year.
it though.
Going back into a similar look.
It's young players, it
The main
happens.
control once this orb goes down. A disappointing stage for them. But not down and out just yet.
The story of the stage has been close games, win a map, a 13-11 loss.
Did they actually took the
Could
space?
be looking down at another one here.
Yeah, I like this from Loud though.
Maybe getting lost in the thick of things as Osbos has worked his way all the way up.
I respect this from Loud. Hey, this is probably their nicest round of towards B. Use the cage against them, made sound. Both went back. I would like to they both went market, but it's still cool.
In Europe. Now boxed up with MIBR approaching from every angle. He's again.
Oh my god, hero round, Robbie.
Proud of the leader.
Making plays.
That spike out in the open. Cortez recovers it.
Flank coming through main. It's the rookie in a 1-on-3.
Utility up in his face. The flank
Oh
around the corner
no,
to
5
slide.
bullets.
He's done well to bring it close, but 5 bullets in the chamber.
1 bullet.
That won't be enough.
1.
1 to do it all, to wrap things up here.
30 seconds left.
Has to be patient, and he is. 25 seconds now.
And the door's open. He can run to A.
He's out. He's slipped
What?
through the crack, and he's
Holy,
holding for
how?
Cortez.
That was sick
No,
though. That
this
1 bullet.
ends here.
Oh man, he's out of here.
MIBR take it off the back
Dude,
of the
that was
rookie.
nuts
And
though.
as he
Fair
gets
play.
lifted to his
The 1
feet
bullet
by
push was
Artson,
crazy.
It is a bookend on the year. They started
That was
so
sick from him.
strong.
Oh dude, that shot was lovely
By
to
this
watch.
young phenom coming out of Brazil.